Okay, this one's a polynomial. It's a cubic because if we multiply all our x's, we're going to see x to the third. Nice thing is it's factored, so we don't have to mess around with that. And our zeros are at -4, +1, and +4. So we set up our table, -infinity to -4, and we want a test point, and we want to figure out the value of f of x. And what are we aiming for? This is less than or equal to 0, so we're looking for where it's negative. And -4 to 1, 1 to 4, and 4 to infinity. Good test points. Let's try -5, 0, 3, 2 would work, and 5. Okay, so when I plug in a -5 in all three of those binomials, I get a negative, negative, and a negative. Now when I multiply those together, I get an overall negative. And with 0, I'll get a positive, a negative, and another negative. And when I multiply those, I get an overall positive. Now I could probably guess that the next two are going to be negative and then positive, but might as well go through the motions. Positive, positive, and negative. There we go. And 5 will give me 3 positives. Okay, where is this negative? Well, this interval and this interval. And they're asking us to write it in inequality notation. Okay, so this is how that looks. For the left-hand one, -infinity to -4, x is less than -4. And they have us use or here instead of the union. And then x is, excuse me, there should be an equals there because there's an equals part in my inequality. So x is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to +4. -4, close point, and between 1 and 4. Okay, now we start to get into the rational inequalities. Here's the good news. It's almost the same. We're going to find the zeros of the numerator and the denominator. And we're looking, since they're asking us about less than or equal to 0, they're looking for where this is negative. So my 0 here is x equals -3. My 0 in the denominator is x equals 2. So my intervals are -infinity to -3, -3 to 2, and 2 to infinity. Let's get my test points and then see what the sign of my function is. -4, 0, 3. Okay, so if I plug in a -4 to the numerator, I get a negative. And the denominator in -4 will also give me a negative. That gives me an overall positive. Let me write it below. Got room. Plug in a 0, numerator is positive, denominator is negative, overall negative. Plug in a 3, I get positive, positive. Okay, so where is this negative? It's going to be between -3 and 2. And this does have an equals part, so close points. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, this one just has more going on in the denominator. And nothing cancels, so my zeros are -1, +3, and +1. And I'm going to switch those two because they need to be in number line order. Okay, so see, that's why I need them in order. Don't make that mistake. Test x So -2, 0, and oops, I'm missing one. 2 and 4. Okay. Put in a -2, I get a negative in the numerator and negative in the denominator. That'll give me an overall negative. A 0 gives me positive, and negative. That'll give me an overall positive. 2 give me positive, negative, and positive. Overall negative. And we can guess this will go positive, but let's check. So I get a positive, positive, positive. So this is asking where it's greater than 0. That means positive. So our solutions are going to be in those intervals. I'm going to write it in inequality notation. So x is less than 1 and greater than -1. And x is going to be greater than 3. And I believe they use the word or. Okay, less than between -1 and +1, greater than 3. Okay, that's enough for this video.